Women will say these 7 things if they are starting to like you. Did you know that women are more likely to unconsciously show how they feel through the words they use before they ever say how they feel? Language isn't just a way to communicate, it's also a way to connect. And when a woman starts to like you, her words change in ways that go beyond casual conversation. Whether she knows it or not, the way she talks to you gives you clear psychological clues about where she really stands, according to behavioral psychology. People, without realizing it, use subtle language patterns to show emotional connection. A famous relationship psychologist named Dr. John Gottman discovered that the words people use in relationships are strong indicators of long-term emotional investment. When it comes to women, their choice of words often reveal their true feelings before they say, "I like you." If you've ever wondered if she was catching feelings for you, pay close attention to what she says, because a woman will always reveal her emotions before she confesses them outright. By the end of this video, you'll have a deep understanding of the subtle but powerful phrases women say when they're falling for you. And just to make sure you don't miss anything, I'll save the most important sign for last. The phrase that is the ultimate confirmation that a woman is truly into you. So stay tuned, because this one might change the way you see attraction forever. Hello, and welcome to Emma's channel, where you can get real, relatable tips on how to deal with the challenges of love and relationships. 1. When a woman says this, she's not joking. She's showing a deep emotional connection. This phrase means she feels very at ease with you, like there's an unspoken tie between you that defies time or logic. It has been found that women make emotional bonds more quickly than men, especially when they feel like they are truly understood. Dr. John Gottman, one of the most famous relationship researchers, says that emotional safety is one of the main things that attracts women. When a woman feels emotionally safe around you, she starts to associate you with trust, familiarity, and warmth, all of which are important for romantic interest. Think about how easy it is to be with someone who gets you. That's exactly what she's feeling. She's realizing that being with you feels natural, even predestined. For example, you may have only been talking for a few weeks, but she looks at you and says, "I feel like I've known you forever." This isn't just a compliment, it's a confession. Do you know what to say? Instead of brushing it off, lean into it and playfully tease her. "So are you saying we might have been soulmates in a past life?" Or, if you want to strengthen the bond, just say, "That's really sweet. I feel the same way." The important thing is to acknowledge the emotional connection while keeping things light. When she feels seen and understood, her feelings will only grow. "You're one of my best friends, even though you haven't known each other for long." Before you jump to conclusions, let's break this down. When a woman calls you one of her closest friends, especially if you haven't known her for very long, she's actually testing how close you are emotionally. It means she already trusts you deeply, which is a necessary step for attraction to fully develop. According to research, women naturally seek out men who make them feel safe, understood, and emotionally supported. If she's telling you personal stories, her insecurities, or even things she wouldn't normally tell most people, she's emotionally investing in you. For example, if she casually says, "I feel like I can tell you anything because you're one of my closest friends," that's not her way of pushing you away. It's her way of saying, "I trust you and you're important to me." What should you say in response? Don't worry, this isn't the feared friend zone that many people fear. It means she sees you as a couple. Material, don't act upset, keep your cool. A good answer would be, "I really appreciate it, that I believe friendships are the best way to start a relationship." Saying this hints that strong emotional bonds are the basis of all good relationships. It changes the subject from friendship to the kind of connection that relationships are built on. The more she feels at ease with you, the more she starts to see you as more than just a friend. 3. You're so unique compared to other guys. When a woman says this, she means that you stand out, and in the world of attraction, sticking out is everything. Women are always judging men, not in a mean way, but in a way that helps them figure out who's worth their time and emotions. If she's comparing you favorably to other men, it means she sees you as a high-value man. Someone who isn't like the rest. Psychologists refer to this as selective perception. Once we develop an emotional attachment to someone, we start filtering the woman says it, very close connection with you. The phrase, I can talk to you about anything, means more than just a friendship. She's talking about the kind of emotional fit that makes people fall in love and stay together for a long time. Think about it. We all have people we care about, but how many of them can we really talk to without feeling judged or misunderstood? If she says this to you, it means she sees you as her safe space and knows she can be herself with you. If you'll actually listen, she'll text you about something completely random, she'll ask for your opinion on a life decision, and she'll be honest about her personal struggles. All of these are huge signs that she feels emotionally fulfilled by talking to you. So what should you do? If she says this, you should playfully say even the craziest things, and then subtly reinforce your emotional availability by saying, a lot of great relationships start with being honest. This lets her know it's okay to keep talking, and as she does, her emotional interest in you will only grow stronger. When a woman says, I miss you even though you haven't been gone for long, this is a big deal because, let's be honest, people don't just miss anyone. When someone is missing you, they've become an important part of your thoughts, emotions, and day. When a woman says, I miss you even though you haven't been gone for long, she's really saying, I feel emotionally connected to you and your presence brings me joy. Comfort psychologists say that emotional attachment happens when someone associates happiness, safety, and excitement with your presence. When a woman starts to communicate her feelings, she starts to notice when you're not around, even if it's only been a few hours or a few days. For example, let's say you spent the evening together, and the next day she texts you, I miss you. At that moment, she's not just saying words, she's showing where her heart is by thinking about how much she wants to be with you and craving the emotional closeness you provide. So how should you respond? Keep it warm and simple and say, I miss you too. This is because confirming her feelings strengthens the emotional bond, and once a woman starts to feel emotionally attached, the connection only gets stronger. Drop. I see the signs in the comments. Ms. Below that way. I'll know you're part of our real community, the ones who are here to grow, learn, and become the best version of themselves. If you've made it this far, congratulations. You now understand the subtle but powerful phrases women say when they're developing real feelings for you. Now I want to hear from you. If you've watched till the end, comment. I see the signs down below that way. I'll know you're part of our real community, the ones who are serious about understanding attraction and real relationships on a deeper level. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like it. It's a small action that makes a huge difference in helping this content reach more people needed. And if you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button right now for daily insights on attraction, relationships, and becoming the best version of yourself. Oh, and one more thing. Share this video with a friend who might need to hear this. You never know who's struggling to read the signs, and this might be exactly what they need to see. We've also recommended the best video for you on your screen right now. So go ahead and watch that next. See you. Be back here tomorrow. World through that lens, if she sees you as someone different, she'll start mentally placing you above the average guy she's encountered. Let's say she casually says, you're not like most guys I've met. You actually listen, or you're different in a good way. What she's really saying is, you're worth paying attention to. So how should you respond? Teasing her a little works wonders here. Instead of just nodding and saying thanks, say, I'll take that as a good thing. Then take it a step further. Playfully ask, what exactly do you think makes me so different? Why does this work? Because it makes her verbalize the reason she's drawn to you. And once she starts listing them out, she's reinforcing her own attraction toward you, whether she realizes it or not. 4. I feel like I can be myself around you. This one is big. When a woman tells you she can be herself around you, she's revealing something most men don't notice. She trusts you with her real self. Think about it. People don't drop their guard around just anyone most of the time. We're presenting a version of ourselves that we think we be accepted. But when a woman starts being her unfiltered, goofy, or vulnerable self around you, it means she feels emotionally safe. According to psychologists, this is called authenticity bonding, and it's a deep human need to connect with people who let us be real in a relationship. This is the fact foundation of long-term attraction. For example, she might start acting silly around you, showing you her quirks or telling you things she's embarrassed about. Or she might say, "I don't know why, but I can just be myself around you," which is a huge compliment. How should you respond? If she's being silly, match her energy and say something like, "I want to see the whole thing," without any cuts. By accepting her as she is, you make her feel even safer, valued, and connected to you. And once a woman knows she can be herself around you, she'll never want to let go of that feeling. Before we go any further, please like this video and subscribe to our channel if you found it useful. Your support helps us grow and makes you an integral part of our journey, and we deeply appreciate your contribution. Now let's return to our discussion 5, You Make Me Feel Seen and Heard. This one might sound simple, but don't underestimate its power. When a woman tells you that you make her feel seen and heard, she's revealing something rare and valuable that you understand her in a way most people don't. Women are emotional communicators. They don't just want to be listened to, they want to feel like their thoughts, feelings, and experiences matter. A study published in Psychology Today found that tile validation is one of the strongest factors in long-term attraction. When a woman feels heard, she feels safe, valued, and deeply connected to the person who provides that space for her. So, what does this look like in real life? Maybe she tells you something personal about her past, something that means a lot to her, and instead of missing it or trying to fix it, you listen, ask thoughtful questions, and engage with genuine interest later when you bring up something she said in passing. Maybe her favorite childhood movie or a dream she has for the future. She looks at you differently and then she says it. You actually listen. You make me feel seen and heard. At that moment, you've created emotional security, something she won't easily forget. How should you respond? Acknowledge it. Say something like, "I think the best relationships are built on mutual understanding." I love hearing your perspective by reinforcing that you value her thoughts and emotions. You make her feel even more connected to you, which only strengthens her feelings. 6. I have a strong emotional link with you. The word connection is very important here. This isn't just casual interest or attraction. When a woman says she feels a deep connection with you, she's not just talking about chemistry or a hobby you both enjoy. She's talking about something deeper, something that feels rare and unreplaceable. When women say this, it means they see you as someone who really gets her and is drawn to her on an almost soul level. You'll know this is happening when two people's energies connect in a way that makes them feel completely in sync. Here's how you'll know. She'll start talking about deeper life issues, her worries, her life, and her hopes. She will talk about conversations you've had in the past and how much they meant to her. She will start to connect you with emotional fulfillment, and before she knows it, she's hooked. So what do you do when she does this? Don't play it down. Instead, emphasize it. Say something like, "I love the connection is rare and I think we have something special." By recognizing it, you make her feel safe in her emotions, which makes her feelings for you grow even stronger. You can talk about anything with me. This one might look like the last one at first, but there's a big difference when